Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Mike here at Game From Scratch, and we have not one but two humble bundles of interest to game developers, and these probably couldn't be more different if they tried. One is for the programmers, a collection of ebooks. The other one is for the musicians amongst us. We'll start with the book one. It's the most straightforward one to cover. This is a collection of 15 ebooks from O'Reilly Press on the topic of programming. Nothing specific to game development, but more generic, just programming type advice. O'Reilly books tend to be pretty good. As always with humble bundles, these are organized into tiers. You buy the higher dollar value tier, you get all of the tiers below it. You decide how your money is allocated between Humble, Charity, the publisher, and if you so choose, and thank you so much if you do, to help support Game From Scratch. So this one, at the $1 tier, you're actually getting 5 books here. And they're all pretty solid, to be honest. This is probably the best $1 tier in a Humble for a very long time. And here you're getting Algorithms in a Nutshell, The Art of Readable Code, 97 Things Every Programmer Should Know, Apprenticeship Patterns, Guidance for the Aspiring Software Craftsman, and Becoming a Better Programmer. Ironically, probably the books in this bundle that I think would be just most generally interesting are all in the $1 tier. That is pretty sweet. Next up, you get the... So we're jumping up to about $8 or $9 US. gRPC up and running, real-world software development, refactoring at scale, agile development, test-driven development with Python, and then all of the books we talked about earlier on. And then when you jump to the $15 tier, you get AI and machine learning for coders, distributed systems with Node.js, learning serverless, programming the Internet of Things, and learning algorithms. So probably the ones that are probably most interesting in general. Possibly AI and machine learning with a coder focus. Algorithms book here, just generally things on software development, agile development potentially. Another algorithm book here, and these kind of books in general, if you're just looking at getting better at coding, they could be useful to you. Again, this is interesting in that by far and away, this is one of the best $1 tiers I have ever seen. Not only quantity, you're getting literally 1/3 of the bundle for $1, but on top of that, it's probably also some of the more interesting books in the bundle, at least to my perspective. So definitely an interesting looking bundle. Now the next one I'm going to have a little bit of trouble commenting on because let's just say if there is a hell and I die, to me, the soundtrack is going to be EDM music. So EDM is not my thing, but even if you are not just doing EDM, there's a number of sound effects in here as well, aimed at games and visual projects. It is all royalty-free, so you should be good to go in that regard. There's 10 effect plugins in here that should work with any DAW that supports via VST plugins. There's 1,300 MIDI tracks in here, 15,000 sound effects, and samples covering 15 plus electronic music genres. So if that is the genre you are working with, good for you. Now the problem is I'm over zoomed in, and for some reason Humble's design is very weird now. So here we are at the $1 tier. You're getting 5 items here. This is a VST, so this is the vocal limiter audio plugin. We get EDM festival kits, the Latino vocal shouts, tropical house tools, and then the future bass essence. If we jump up to the, what are we looking at there? $22 US tier. Another instrument in the form of mutant reverb and vocal splitter. The EDM festival essentials. The What About Trance essentials. Elements of tropical house, deep and chill music. Sounds of future bass. Dubstep ammo. Sounds of EDM. Chill step sounds. EDM anthems. And then I think we're in the repeat level here. And then obviously this one is very much a top-loaded bundle in that the top bundle here, you're getting 48 items. So right now you're looking at, again, $22 US, or you can spend $25 US. So obviously this is one of the ones that's very much top-loaded. The only real value is this tier or this tier. And here again, you're getting more VSTs, the Outlaw Vocal Gain and the Orchid Chorus, and the Vocal Cleaner. By the way, if you're curious about any one of these things, you can click it to get some more details here. See the platforms things are available on. You should be able to get it working on Linux. There's ways to get VSTs working there as well, but you're going to have to jump through some extra hoops to make that happen. So you can drill down to get more detail of what each one of these actual plugins actually does. Same for the audio packs. And generally, you can hear a preview of the kind of stuff you're seeing, and you're going to see the file format that the samples are in. So in this example are in WAV file format. So these are probably the only ones that are interesting to me personally, is the stuff that's not EDM related. So cinematic effects, which is 327 files in there, 486 cinematic effects over here. And then we got EDM Mandela, another another tool in the form of Screamo and Vocal Compressor. We've got EDM Reggaeton, Epic Orchestral Essentials. At least that one's not EDM specifically. Lo-Fi Hip Hop Daydream, Bigger Than Ever FX 2, Future Bass Megalodon, Dubstep Fury, Flumed Future Bass, EDM Ammo, Halloween Spook. Another tool. A couple more EDM packs, as you can see right here. I don't know at what point I'm going to loop into the other tool set. Actually, I think, I'm not sure if I'm into the other bundle or not. The way the website's set up now is very confusing. But you get an idea of what this bundle is all about. Basically, it's a collection of samples, loops, sound effects, MIDI files, and VST plugins with an orientation towards EDM music. But obviously, you could use this to make whatever kind of music you wish. But you can see there's definitely a focus on that type of music. So we got these two bundles. Again, this one is the royalty-free EDM and more game design, music, and audio effects plugin. And this one is the software development books, O'Reilly Press book bundle. Again, this one is stunning on the $1 tier. It's just so very good. Let me know what you think of that tier. Do you think this is one of the best, dollar tiers we've ever seen? A lot of times the $1 tier is complete crap. This one is actually shockingly good, especially when you look at the full bundle. Again, the books that jump out to me as being the most interesting are among these ones, and then perhaps the learning algorithms book up here. But yeah, the one that really jumps out at me are all in the $1 tier, which is shockingly rare. So 2 bundles for us, one for programmers, one for musicians. Let me know what you think. Comments down below. Talk to you all later. Have a good weekend. Goodbye.